In a quiet corner of the world, a factory wakes up with the sun. Not with noise and rush, but with a steady hum, like a deep, slow breath. Inside these walls, something simple and rough will become something soft, sweet, and unforgettable. Morning doesn't start here with traffic or alarms. It starts with a hum and the promise of chocolate. A quiet building, lights slowly warming up, and miles of steel and belts waiting to move. Somewhere inside these walls, the deep smell of cocoa will soon be floating in the air. The kind of smell that makes your stomach tighten and your mouth get just a little bit ready. In this factory, something rough and bitter is about to become something soft, sweet, and unforgettable. It all begins with this: cocoa beans, dry, dusty, still carrying the heat of the farms they came from, like they've soaked up sun for years, just to end up here. Right now, they don't look like comfort. If you bit one, it would be sharp, dry, and bitter. No sugar, no cream, no softness yet. Just hard little shells, hiding everything we love about chocolate on the inside. The first real change happens in heat. The beans tumble into great turning drums, meeting warm air and time. Minute by minute, their color deepens, and the factory slowly fills with a smell that feels like a blanket. Warm, nutty, a little smoky. The kind of scent that makes you think of melted chocolate on your tongue, even before you see it. If you were standing here, you'd close your eyes, breathe in once, and instantly want a piece of something sweet. When the roasting is done, the shells have finished their job. Now the beans are cracked, just enough to set the heart free from the skin. The rough outer layer falls away, and what's left are small dark pieces called nibs. Intense, bitter, powerful, like pure dark chocolate with the volume turned all the way up. They're not gentle yet, but if you tasted one, your mouth would fill with deep cocoa, and you'd know you're getting closer. These nibs are the heart of chocolate, but they're still all edges and intensity. Inside the grinder, pressure and motion do quiet work. The nibs are pressed and pressed again until every sharp piece breaks, and what was crunchy begins to move like a slow, dark river. It shines now, thick, glossy, like a never-ending stream of melted chocolate, the kind you can imagine dipping your finger into, just to taste how strong it is. This thick, shining liquid is called cocoa liquor. No alcohol, just chocolate in its purest, strongest voice. If you tried it like this, it would hit your tongue with deep, dark intensity. Rich cocoa, but no sugar, the kind of flavor that almost makes your cheeks pull in. From here on, everything we add is about balance, softening the edges, bringing sweetness, creaminess, and turning raw power into something your mouth wants again and again. In the mixers, the chocolate stops being alone. Sugar arrives, like a soft voice in the background. Sometimes milk powder, bringing that creamy, familiar warmth you know so well. Sometimes extra cocoa butter, making everything richer, smoother, softer. Each new ingredient changes the mood. Dark and serious becomes welcoming and round. More like the chocolate your memory knows, the one that snaps, melts, and makes you close your eyes for a second without even noticing. Then, the mixture is pressed between rollers. again and again, crushing every tiny grain of sugar, smoothing every corner. If you rubbed a little between your fingers now, you wouldn't feel grains, just a soft, velvety powder that your tongue will read as pure silk. This is where the chocolate learns to feel as good as it tastes. In the conch, time becomes the quiet ingredient. Big open machines keep the chocolate moving, stirring, folding, warming. With hours, sometimes for days, harshness softens, flavors blend together. Cocoa, sweetness, creaminess, until they stop competing and start singing in one smooth line. The chocolate slowly becomes what your mouth is waiting for. Rich, rounded, gentle, ready to melt the moment it touches warmth. Up close like this, it stops feeling like a factory and starts feeling like temptation. I thick, glossy waves of chocolate rolling over each other in slow motion, catching every light, looking exactly like the spoonful you wish you had. Right now, you can almost imagine constructed dipping a finger in, bringing it to your lips, and tasting that deep, warm sweetness for just a second. Okay, very disapologetic, but not really. And if you're starting to crave a piece right now, sorry if this is making it worse. Actually, I'm not really sorry. Let the cravings sit. Imagine holding a bar between your fingers, feeling the smooth surface, the soft pattern under your thumb. Bend it just a little and hear that clean snap, the sound of good temper, the sound your mouth recognizes as, "This will be good." Softer, melt into the words. Then, the melt. You place a piece on your tongue, and it waits half a second before giving in. Edges soften, flavor blooms out, cocoa, cream, sweetness, and warmth from your mouth turns solid, back into silk, coating everything before it slowly fades. Before it can become a bar, the chocolate has to learn how to behave. Tempering warms it, cools it, then warms it again, in careful steps. So the cocoa butter inside forms tiny, perfect crystals, the kind that make the surface shine, like a little mirror of sweetness, and give that clean, satisfying snap every time you break a piece. But it's science, but your mouth only knows it as, "This feels right." Once it's ready, the chocolate travels into rows of waiting molds. Each little rectangle, a quiet promise of a future bar, already shaped to fit your hand, already divided into those familiar squares you'll pretend you'll only eat one of. As the molds fill, it looks like a whole river of chocolate, choosing its final form. Filled molds slide into cool tunnels, where the pace slows even more. The surface firms, the shine settles into something soft and confident. The whole built almost whispery, what was once liquid comfort becomes something you can pick up, break, share, or keep entirely to yourself. Every bar leaving this tunnel is a finished thought, ready to be tasted. Now the bars are just themselves, chocolate, set, and sure. Machines lift them, wrap them in foil and paper. The crinkle you'll hear later, right before you take that first bite. Box by box, they leave the factory floor, heading toward shelves, kitchens, gift bags, hidden in drawers, tucked into backpacks, waiting in cupboards, ready to turn an ordinary moment into a small, sweet pause in the day. Sometimes, all of that work ends in something as simple as a cup. Hot chocolate, poured thick and slow, steam curling upward in lazy ribbons, carrying the smell of cocoa and warmth right to your face. You wrap your hands around the mug, feel the heat in your fingers, bring it close, and take a sip. For a few seconds, the world tastes softer, quieter, and just a little bit sweeter than it did before. From rough little beans on a belt to the bar you break or the cup you hold, every step of this factory is a quiet piece of that feeling when chocolate touches your tongue and everything else falls back for a moment. And somewhere, right now, another batch of cocoa beans is arriving, another river of chocolate is flowing, and another bar is getting ready to melt in someone's mouth.